Jerry Mason, the Kicking Lawyer with Jam Books and Records. So prior to opening the bookstore, I used to, and still do, I try to do it monthly. I give my law firm staff a book. So the firm will buy the book, staff will review the book, and then a month later we have our staff meeting and we talk about the book. And I try to pick books that are going to either help them with individual growth or help us with team growth. And so I was going to go over some of the books that I've assigned in the last year. So one of them was Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Really good book. It's good on, regardless of if you're in a leadership position or not, that we all need to take ownership for our part in success or failure, and then how to analyze that and improve those weaknesses. So I highly recommend this book. It's not quite as good as David Goggins' book, which is another book, You Can't Hurt Me, that I assigned to the staff to read. But this is a close second. So if you get a chance, I recommend you read this or you have your staff read that. Another one is Thank You for Arguing. Now, this is one that I've read off and on the last several years. There's been different versions of it that have come out. It's also a good book on looking at argument differently. So instead of like how Americans look at argument in that we argue and somebody wins and like defeats you with their argument, this is sort of the Greek version of it, sort of the Stoic version of it. Argument is the pursuit of knowledge. So I've enjoyed this perspective on it. It does have points in it that even lawyers can benefit from on argument. So I recommend that to business owners and staff. Another one I read last year at the beginning of the year and had my staff read is called Atomic Habits. Great book. Great book. It explains different methods you can use to set good habits, and that those good habits will help lead to goal achievement. And again, I think it's got some very practical information in it so you can actually apply. It's not just like theoretical stuff. Anyway, I recommend this book to everyone also. Now this one, Lives of the Stoic, I have it here, Stoics, because I assigned it, and I thought it was going to be more about the specific principles of Stoicism. And this is the only book of this group that I didn't read before I assigned it. I just got it for everybody, and we kind of read it together. The staff didn't really enjoy it. I enjoyed it okay, but it's really more of like a history book with sort of stories that they try to tie into Stoic principles. The staff didn't enjoy this one as much. So I'm not going to say I would recommend this one, but again, I'm showing it because I did assign it to my staff. And then last but not least was this little book called Strength Finder. And it's really like a personality test to sort of shows people their own strengths and weaknesses. And I think it's interesting. It gave me a lot of insight even into myself when I took it. So the staff was assigned this, and they all did the personality test. So, if you have a business or staff of people or any kind of team, I think it's important to constantly do team building and also help everyone build themselves individually, personal development, as well as build the team. And I feel like there are books that can assist in that. And as always, if we can help you at Jam Books and Records, whether it's acquiring books, recommending books, or give us some advice on books you would recommend, let us know in the comments.